Alright, we're gonna try this again. La la la. Back to game. La la la. Hey. La la la. Ho. La. So there was an encoder error? What does that mean? I don't know. I thought it might be related to something called HAGS. Uh, Hardware Accelerated Graphics System or something? I forgot. Um, so I turned it off. And hopefully that will fix the encoder error. There will be no hardware accelerated anything. Well, except for like, whatever. Uh, yeah, what was I saying? What was I talking about? I was like, hey, happy solstice, happy winter solstice, by the way, right? Happy winter solstice. Like, I should just go be like digging for rocks. That's what I should be doing. Like, and I don't need 2 fucking bundles. What are you doing? 2 bundles, man. Here, leave 1 here. All right, that's all. That's too much food. Leave some here. Okay. And then a bed. You don't need a bed. Yeah, leave that here. Torches, lots of torches. Okay. We are good. I should like get a new pickaxe. I'm waiting for this thing to see if it crashes again. Because it crashed before, why wouldn't it do it again? But take these 2 and mash them together. I still need another one. Sorry guys, those pickaxes aren't gonna cut it. I don't want to use them anymore. Alright. Okay, we're good to go. I'm gonna just go in the mine. Because why in the mine? Because like I can just talk. What do I need? Like nothing really. I just need to like just be mindless digging. I found more diamonds down deep, so I should probably go down deep. Like that way. You know what I can do is go down deep in another direction, but I can do that from here. Go down deep. Okay, so yeah, I already started in that direction. So here, let's go in this direction. Oh, this is gonna be awful. Look how freaking dark this is, man. You can't see nothing. Alright, I mean, I know it's moody and nice, but like, for my viewers, so they can see. I should probably even take off my shadows. The shadows are nice, right? But like, player shadows. There we go, off. They're nice, but you can't like. It gets you all like it starts flashing. It's like yeah, flashing. It makes light flashing, and that's no good. Hey, my kitty cat is coming here. What's up, my kitty cat? All right, you're good for the camera, so I'll leave you on here for now. But okay, so what I was talking about was how Russia is like really just Moscow being imperial and taking over the provinces and siphoning their resources back to Moscow and the cities for like their oligarchs to like use. It's corrupt, right? They don't really have rule of law. It's corrupt. Putin is technically the richest man in the world because he owns all of Russia. Like as a dictator, he can do whatever he wants. Like that's his army. That's doing stuff. Ukraine isn't being invaded because they're they're owned by Putin. They're being invaded. Well, because they're not owned by Putin, and Putin wants to own them. So that got to my point as to like the nature of revolution, right? So Ukraine's history was that it was one of the vassals, one of the like, you know, one of the vassals, I guess, of Moscow, and it, you know, its resources would go toward helping Moscow and not helping the Ukrainian people. In fact, what happened was, like, just like the British took the wheat from Ireland and created a famine in Ireland, the Russians did the same thing. The Moscow Russians did the same thing to the Ukrainian people. They took the Russians took all the grain from the Ukrainian people, and they just fucking starved to death. Like they called it the Holodomor. Holodomor is what they call it. The Great Starvation. Not because like anything wrong, but because all their food was stolen by the Russians. So the Ukrainian people became nominally free in like 1994 or something like that. When the Soviet Union dissolved, and the people voted to be free. Now, the Soviet Union. What's the Soviet Union? The Soviet Union was the entity that that had briefly. It was like a kind of empire. It originated out of Moscow, and yeah, it subjugated all of the provinces just like everyone else, right? And including the territories that it had won, it invaded during World War II. Like Poland was there, then Poland got invaded and was invaded by Nazi Germany, and then Russia came to go get Germany, and ran over Poland. And instead of saying, "Okay, Poland, like, good, like, I saved you, good job," right? Russia's like, no, you're part of us now. No, you're not free anymore. You're part of us. So the Polish people were stuck under just like the Ukrainian people. So the Ukrainians like were nominally free, but like they were under the after the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Ukrainians were nominally free, but a lot of the old Russian Soviet infrastructure remained. And like when you had the collapse of the rule of law, who took over but gangsters? Gangsters took over, right? So it was like so Ukraine was a corrupt place. It was still under the sway of Moscow. And Paul Manafort, Paul Manafort, who is Donald Trump's campaign manager in 2016, I think back then, like in like the aughts, Paul Manafort was working in Ukraine for a Russian oligarch, and his job was to make sure that the Russian puppet won the election, so that the Russian puppet could direct Ukraine deeper into Russia control. That was the idea, right? So Paul Manafort ran a campaign against the female candidate. They chanted "lock her up," just like they did with Hillary, but Hillary came later in America. This happened in Ukraine by Paul Manafort, same campaign manager, different countries. And the Russian puppet won. The Russian puppet won and started to move Ukraine away from the EU and back to Russia. Well, the people were kind of pissed off. They didn't realize that was the deal. They didn't realize that's what happened. So, I shit you not, it started in fucking November. The people just started showing up at the government square in front of the Capitol or whatever, and they just wouldn't leave. And it just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and more people. And I'm talking like Ukrainian winters are fucking cold, man. Ukrainian winters are freezing. And they stayed there November, December, January. Like, at one point, they had built a tower made of ice, like literal ice. They had a water hose come up and shoot water, and then the water would fall and then like turn to ice, and then it just kept compounding on higher and higher and higher. Yeah, dude. And then the government, you know, the Russian puppet, of course, tried to stop the protests. They had fucking snipers fucking killing Ukrainian people protesting, killing them, sniping them with guns. The government, the Ukrainian government. So finally, after like months and months and months of protests by the Ukrainians, the puppet finally like left, and he went back to Moscow. He went back to Moscow. and yeah. And then right after that, Russia invaded Crimea and took over Crimea. Yep. Crimea is part of Ukraine, and right after the Russian puppet got kicked out of Ukraine, Russia invaded and took over Crimea. Oh shit. Do. What does this have to do with what's going on right now? I say it took a revolution to get rid of the Russian puppet in Ukraine, Yanukovych. Viktor, I think his name is Viktor Yanukovych. It took a revolution, like months and months and months of protesting, and it took people dying to sniper fire for that puppet to finally leave. Like, I hope we do not have the same fucking difficulty with Donald Trump to get him to leave. Like, because just like he was getting ready to say that it was fraud, voter fraud, when he surprise won the election against Kamala Harris. And he says there was voter fraud when he was president, and that he made the voter fraud help Joe Biden. Like, the guy is fucking crazy. Well, he's like a fascist. The truth doesn't mean anything. It's his enemy. He hates the truth. It's his enemy. The truth is his enemy. He's a fascist through and through. Well, he's a criminal, man. He'll break all the laws to enrich himself. He doesn't really care. So that's why, and like, Putin has some fucking dirt on him, but I don't think it matters anymore. Like, the Epstein files are like released, but they're heavily redacted. Heavily redacted. to the point where that Donald Trump made sure that his person, Pam Bondi, hid all the references of him in the report. So if you ever see the unredacted one, you'll see Donald Trump is all in it, all over it. But he directed his Justice Department to hide his name and his involvement in it. I mean, it's fucking corrupt, man. It's corrupt. Should get some redstone just in case. Because I kind of go through this stuff when I start doing things. Like, it's like, oh, I have a lot now, and then poof, it's all gone. Oh no. Hey, look here. I better get them now. Because I'm not coming back. Ooh, I'm not coming back. Let's see. How do I get over here? Oh, it's over there. Okay. You didn't believe me. I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back. It's the other way around. Don't call it a comeback, because it's not happening. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen to the United States after this. We're fucked, dude. We're fucked. I mean, it's not like it's totally broken, right? We can fix it. But it's gonna take incredible fucking Herculean shit to do it, and I don't think we're capable. I don't know if we're capable. I don't think we're capable. Alright, here, this wants to go this way. Then let's do it. Let's continue this way. I mean, I've lost count of all the shit the illegal shit that they've been doing. Like, I can't handle it, right? I used to like keep track of that stuff. When it was like a slow drip. Now it's like an onslaught. Like, the guy demolished the east wing of the White House. He didn't get any approval from Congress. He didn't get any consensus from anyone. He just did it. He renamed the building. He renamed a bunch of buildings after himself. Like,